In this video, we'll check out 8 different trailers. I'd love to know down in the comments which your favorite is and what feature. There are chapters for each trailer so you can easily jump between them.
How's it going? I'm out here at Core Ice with Kyle. He invited me out here. We're gonna check out all the latest and greatest new Core Ice trailers for this year. Kyle, you wanna introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Kyle. I'm the president here at Core Ice out in Litchfield, Minnesota. Excited to show you guys what we have and a lot of new stuff this year. And thanks again, Alex, for coming out and look at some cool stuff today.
Yeah, let's go jump in.
All right, we're gonna start off with our biggest and baddest unit. This is the all-new 8032. This is an RV edition. So it's 32 feet from front to back. It has its own bedroom with a king bed in it. It has a front 3/4 bath, kitchenette, and has a large garage space that'll fit big UTVs. It'll fit a Polaris slingshot. The ability to drop down, we can load some different and cool toys to bring with you. One of the biggest changes to Core Ice this year is we're giving you the ability to customize your trailer for the look and the feel. So we've worked on creating new technology to give you the options of laminate cabinetry, changes the aesthetic, the look, the feel, so you get to pick those colors, pick your countertop color. Furniture-wise, here in the back, we have an upgraded option going to ultra leather furniture covering. Again, there's multiple color options there that you can choose from. As we've always had in the past, you can choose your floor color, you can choose your wall colors inside and out. We've also partnered with a graphics company this year. So you can see like on our backsplashes, we have a custom vinyl graphic that's applied. So inside and out, you're able to work with a consultant of your own to come up with the look, feel, style that you want, whether it's subtle and calm or big and bad. You can design that and we can install it here before you get your trailer. We've upgraded the audio this year. We went to MB Court, which is really nice. It's higher performing, a little better capability, quality improvement. We've maintained all of our standard features of there's no organic material in the entire construction, solid surface countertops, 12-volt refrigerator, so you can run that while going down the road. Again, staying with our Truma appliances for hot water and furnace. So you can have hot water all the way down to 40 below 0 Fahrenheit. You can run the furnace while you're going down the road to keep the trailer nice and warm, so when you get to your spot, you're ready to go. One of the really cool innovations that we brought into the consumer products this year into Core Ice from our commercial product is eDrive. So eDrive is a technology of basically electrifying the trailer. So instead of having to rely on a gas generator, we now have a very large onboard battery pack paired with an inverter and solar panels on the roof to give you a simple, quiet, efficient, very cost-effective experience where literally you just turn the system on and you're ready to go. We have a display here. We use a Victron inverter. The screen here is basically telling us, what's happening with our system at the moment. So you can see right now that we're generating energy from our solar panels, which is charging our battery pack. So right now we have all the lights on in the trailer. You can see what our draws are and where the flow of energy is going. So we're still charging and keeping the batteries topped off even with everything on. We have a large inverter. The inverter will run both air conditioners on this trailer. So this has 2 air conditioners. They're both 15,000 BTU. The really nice part about these new AC units that we have nowadays is they have a heat pump incorporated into them. So it's not a electric resistive heat strip, it's an actual heat pump. So it's very efficient. So again, everything being driven towards the eDrive system, efficiency, low amperage use, so it extends your runtime. As we go up into the bedroom here, you'll basically get a good shot of the eDrive system, which is housed underneath the king bed. So right now, we have half the battery pack installed, and you as a consumer can choose how much battery power you want, and we'll help you do that based on understanding what your needs are. This system is a 48-volt system. We have over 15,000 watt hours of battery on it right now, and again, we can double that to get over 30,000 watt hours of battery capacity. Really, the common question we get is, well, how long will that run my trailer? If you're in conditions where you don't have a high air conditioner power draw, with the amount of solar, the entire roof of this trailer's got solar panels on it, the amount of solar on it, you basically can run nearly infinitely long. It'll sustain, your power demands of this trailer. If you get into high AC loads, depending on the cycling, you know, again, our construction with our structural panels creates a much more efficient trailer. So the amount of energy we need to heat or cool is much less, that we're gonna get several days out of this unit under typical AC loads. You know, if you get into desert conditions, you might get a couple days. Your experience, even if you had to charge an hour or two a day with a generator, is gonna be quiet, it's gonna be simple, it's gonna be easy, and in the long run, it saves you money. It's a really cool feature. People that have it love it, and once you have it, you don't wanna go without it. Again, a lot of storage in the bedroom space. We do have a washer dryer combo unit up here, so this is an option. So basically in this base cabinet, it can be storage, or you can put a washer dryer combo unit. Above is just full storage for a wardrobe, hanging rod, and then you have a drawer space for his and hers garments, belongings. Storage above the bed, windows both sides. There actually is a projection TV in here. So our TV is projection TV that shines across onto the wall, which is pretty cool. It kept the space open, allowed us to put a bigger window in, and then have that projection TV. And then there is an independent stereo system in the bedroom too, from the rear kitchen and living space. In the bathroom, we have 3/4 bath, just similar size to our other models. What's really cool about this trailer is it has a wrapped matching shower, kind of giving a kind of a Hawaiian beachy vibe in here with different colored laminates on the cabinetry, and then kind of that water splash graphic. Tank capacity in here are quite large. We have 100 gallons of fresh water on board, and then we have tanks for 55-gallon gray and then 33-gallon black. So pretty large tanks for the size of the trailer. And overall, this trailer weighs in pretty much right at 8,000 pounds. So again, lighter than pretty much every other trailer of this size with the same feature set and capability. So the advantages of our construction and our materials is to give a lighter weight, higher performing, more efficient trailer with a lot of options for you to customize it and make it your own. And that makes the whole experience better, more fun, and you get what you want. And you're not stuck with, you can have anything as long as it's black kind of mentality.
Is there a specific reason in the space above the?
So that's a good question. So this unit has a redesigned roof that is pitched. So it's pitched from the nose back up to the middle and pitches down in the back. And we kind of just did it to be different, be unique. And then for installation of cabinetry, it just made it easier to run a straight line, allows kind of accent lighting over the top, and it made the installation a little easier. Not so complex to handle all the angles, I guess.
But you could sneak a couple things up there if you wanted to.
You could slide some stuff up there. And
it's probably anywhere between 6 to
6 to 8 inches.
8 inches.
Of added space up top there. And then on each side of the bed, you have little countertop space for your watches, your phone. There's charging capability on both sides. So there's 12-volt USB charge ports, 110 charging. So you can have your necessities next to you, charge them, keep them full. You know, a couple of new features we have here. There's a drawer underneath the cooktop for a lot of storage space here for utensils. Nice. We added a pull-out trash can, so it keeps a spot for the trash and keeps it out of the way but simple to use. Lots of storage out here under all the cabinetry, over the fender wells, being a drop-down frame. You got the fireplace with electric heat, or 1500 watts heater. And all of our windows and all of our models are dual pane acrylic, and they tip out. So if it's raining, you can still ventilate the trailer, but they come with an integrated screen and shade kit. So it's a clean finish. It's all composite based, so you don't lose the heat energy in or out of the trailer. You don't create condensation. And then if it's cold out and you got tip ups outside, you don't have to look through the screen. You can just look through the window itself, which is a nicer experience.
I noticed there's no TV out front here. Is this spot on the wall here?
Yep. So this actually is even not quite complete yet. So this will finish
great.
next week, and this will have a big 42-inch smart TV. So another change for this year. That's a good question to ask. We've transitioned to all 110-volt smart TVs.
Oh, okay.
So they're 43-inch smart TVs, and we put a really small inverter with each one so that they'll run off 12-volt.
Oh, nice.
So on all the models, we've gone that way. With technology, the 12-volt doesn't have all the features, so it gives you all the features, ability to stream stuff from your phone. It's another big thing that we've done this year as far as optional technology is this trailer has its own Wi-Fi network. So it has its own Wi-Fi network. We can hook up Starlink to it. We can hook up cellular device. King Antenna has a cellular service that you can subscribe to actually feed Wi-Fi to the trailer, and that'll connect all your devices, you know, your TVs, your phones to stream internet. We also do cell phone boosting. So if you're more remote, we have cell phone boosters we can put on board. But there's a lot of technology that we're now capable of putting into these. Again, all derived from our commercial applications and brought into the consumer space. So.
Yeah, I like it. One of the things that I really like about these units that I feel like they've come a long way, and I think we'll see a couple different versions of it too, is just the lighting in here. You know, you've got strip lighting here underneath the bed that's up top, and then you've got accent lighting along the sides as well. So like there's a ton of lighting features in here, under cabinet lighting, kind of all of those nice touches that you usually see in a high-end finished area or room of a house, an airplane,
yeah, we've always been inspired by, you know, kind of that private yacht, private jet look and feel, and we continue to iterate to get closer and closer to it. And I think you can see it, you know, as we go through the models, you'll see some of the more standard basic options compared to this, and it's gotten a lot different and fast, and it's kind of fun and exciting for us as designers and builders to continue to make it better. I was just going to point out a couple cool features on the exterior of this trailer. One is we have 110 power on the outside, so if you're camping or using outside, you can plug in a griddle or a cooking appliance. We have exterior audio, which is a fun option to have, especially in a camping environment. But then the awning, so this is a new awning for us. What's really cool about this awning is it still is armless like we've always had in the past, but it does have legs incorporated into it, so you can drop the legs down and stake it down, so in a windier day, you can still use it. Where on a traditional armless awning that has like the wind sensing, it would retract, so you get a little more limited use, where this gives you a little more flexibility so you can use it in more conditions. So it's a cool upgrade. I'm excited for it. It works really well, and that's kind of where we're gonna push to the change and evolve to, again, trying to make each build better every time. All right, here we've stepped down one size, so now we're in the 8026. So in the simple math of our naming configurations, we went from the 32 to the 8026, so we're 6 feet shorter. Basically the same bathroom configuration in the front, so the same 3/4 bath. And this layout has a full kitchenette area, again with the kitchen sink, your oven, 12-volt fridge, as we've maintained through all of our product line. This trailer has 40 gallons of fresh water, 39 gallons of gray, and 33 gallons of black on board. Configuration of this guy has a sleeping for 6. It's got a 74-inch wall mount fold-out sofa sleeper. The rear is a 60-inch dinette that makes into a queen bed, and then you have the queen electric lift bed up top. So this trailer is actually owned by one of our employees, so he's done a really cool job of starting to outfit it with some creative storage solutions and things that he wants for his ice fishing and camping experience. He's got a Smith lift table in the back that drops down underneath to allow you to make the bed in the back, but it gives him a nice big table surface for him and his kids and his family. We added some storage cabinetry underneath of the sofas, gives a little more space. This trailer again is full e-drive, so the entire roof of this trailer has solar on it. It's got a big lithium battery packs, inverter, so this is a self-sustaining trailer as well. Again, different options, configurations. You can see on the laminate cabinetry, you know, it's a different color, a little darker look to it. He's got different darker wall color versus what we saw in the previous trailer. So again, the ability for you to select your colors, your furnishings, to kind of make it your own. It's got kind of a cool ceiling tray option in this one with some downlighting in the center. Again, a different way of executing some of these custom lighting accents, which are fun, and it's wrapped actually in RGB lights, so add your kind of colored experience to it. Again, the fireplace, a lot of storage in the side entertainment center on an 8026, so you have a ton of storage options with the TV and the fireplace. So yeah, all the same attributes, you know, composite construction. You know, he's got, I guess we didn't point this out in the last trailer, but if you look at the floor, we've changed from tie downs into L-track. So it's flush mount L-track system that we put in several points throughout the trailer in the garage to give you flexible mounting solutions where there's a lot of accessories for different types of mounting clips and hooks, and you can put them wherever you want depending on what you have in here in the garage or in the storage space, whether you're tying down a tote or you're loading a UTV or a bigger vehicle. but it makes it really easy and quick. And then when you're at your destination, you can pop out the clips, and then it's a nice flush mount, so it doesn't get in your way when you're walking back and forth.
And you've got even a little ledge back here too to use up that space behind.
Yeah, so we've
couch.
added a lot as we've evolved of finishing the trim out of the trailer, adding more countertop surface, where you can set stuff. And this actually has some flip up storage underneath, so you can put like rod storage in here or game storage, whatever you'd want. But trying to use as much of the space as we can, whether for features or for storage, make it usable.
There's even some storage here in the bathroom too.
Yep.
Right on that little wall there.
Yeah, it's a good spot for like towel storage.
Perfect. And the reason why the floor is like this, where there's the step up here, that's because there's the water tanks under there.
Yeah, so the tanks all live under there, and it's in a heated bay. So again, that gives us the ability to use the water system down to, below freezing temperatures. The bottom of all of our trailers are fully sealed. So underneath, you just see kind of the same as you do the walls. It's all a fiberglass finish, so there's no rodents, dust, bugs, critters that can come up through the bottom. There's no wiring exposed, there's no plumbing exposed. Everything's protected and heated so that you can use it year round. Because our philosophy is if we're gonna put it in a unit, you should be able to use that feature whenever you want, no matter what the conditions are. And so that's why we do a lot of things different than the competition, is so that you have that capability. So this is a brand new model from Core Isis here. This is an 8022. So again, we've gone 4 feet shorter than the 8026. Gives us 3 feet longer than the 8019. And the biggest thing that did for us is it put tandem axles on the trailer. So this is a tandem axle unit versus 8019, which is a single axle. So it gives us a more carrying capacity, higher gross weight. So if you have bigger toys, you want to carry more stuff, it gives you that capability. It gives us a larger garage option, and it also gives us the space to put a sofa in here. So now you've got 3 distinct sleeping spaces. You got a queen electric lift bed up top. You have a 50-inch rollover set, so it's a 4-person dinette, makes into a full bed, and then the 74-inch wall mount sofa, which also turns into a full bed. So you get a little more room. Again, in here you see a different color of cabinetry. It has the ultra leather finish on the furniture too, which is a nice soft touch, easy to clean, highly durable, really nice. Again, you can pick all your colors. One of the really cool attributes of this trailer is on the back wall, the ramp door matches the flooring. So it gives you kind of a wood accent wall look than like your traditional black ramp door. So that's an option you can choose where you can select what color you want there. You can see our integration of all the seam lighting. So this trailer, again, has a little bit different lighting configuration as we continue to evolve and learn, what people like, what works well. So we have accent lighting in the seams, both on the wall and the ceiling, and then more of a flush can style look, both in the ceiling and then underneath the dinette, which illuminates your dinette eating space. And there's also lights up above, so when the bed is down, you're in bed, you have reading lights up in that space also. So in here again, we have the same large side entertainment as you see in the 8026. So a lot of storage, 43-inch smart TV, the MB Court audio system. In this layout, so this is the same for 8022 and the 8019. So this front end is the same configuration for both with a 3/4 bath. You get 20 gallons of fresh water, 39 gallons of gray, 33 gallons of black. We left the gray and the black large where it's easier to add more fresh water if you need to, but with the configuration and size, trying to get as much as we can and make the entryway work, we lose a little bit of water compared to the 8026. Has a 2-burner cooktop with storage underneath, a 12-volt fridge again, kitchen sink, and like I mentioned, the same bathroom space as you get in the 26 and the 32. This trailer also has our new standard from a battery perspective. So we used to have it as an option called the extended runtime, but we've standardized that now for this year. And what you get with that is you get 200 amp hour lithium batteries, and then you get solar up on the roof to help maintain and add additional power back to the trailer. It doesn't come with an inverter, so it's not creating 110 power, but it extends your 12-volt runtime, which everything in here runs off 12 volt minus the air conditioner in the fireplace. Because like I mentioned, the TV, even though it is 110 volt, has a small inverter to operate that. Our testing has been really, really good, better than we anticipated. Like we've had run times that are much longer than we thought of being able to run the trailer just off the 12 volt for an entire weekend even with that simplified electric system. So again, that's standard now for this year. I think people, when they get it and experience it, will be very happy with that upgrade over your traditional lead acid. A lot higher performing, a lot lower maintenance. You know, when you put the trailer and you park it, it maintains the battery by itself, so you don't have to worry about plugging it in and keeping it charged or worrying about wasting and killing a battery. And again, a new model for this year. I've had a lot of requests for it, so excited to have it, and it's drawn a lot of interest thus far.
Yeah, I love how much storage there is in here too.
All right, now we've stepped down to the 8019. So again, this goes into a single axle versus the tandem axle on the 8022. The front end of this is basically exactly the same as 8022, minus this has a smaller fridge option. So you can choose if you want the smaller fridge setup or the bigger 10 cube. But this is still a 12-volt fridge. Give some added storage on top with this smaller fridge setup. Same tank capacities as the 8022, same bathroom size, space, amenity as the 32, 26, and 22. This is currently set up for a electric lift bed with our 50-inch rollovers that makes into a full bed, and then a single captain's chair. But it has a side entertainment package, a little bit smaller because it's a single axle, so you don't have quite as much storage. But you get your TV, some storage up top, your audio, and then the fireplace is still in here with some additional electric heat and ambiance. One of the new things which you've probably seen as we've gone to the trailer is just the improvement to the trim out. So we're trimming out the wheel wells and covering the jacks, adding countertop space and make it look a little cleaner, nicer. Evolving the black accent anodized trim inside as well.
This is great. And something that's in all of these trailers that we haven't really talked about because it's kind of assumed at this point, but they all have the toy hauler door, right?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that question. But traditionally, we've been known as really a toy hauler, fish house kind of company. And honestly, 99% of what we build has had a ramp door. We do have new models though. We've always called our wide bodies ATX. Adventure Trailer Extreme is kind of the acronym for that. But we have the ACX now, which actually eliminates the ramp door, creates a solid rear wall, and then creates some of the floor plans that you've probably seen more traditionally, like with your rear sofa, facing forward. So we do have those options now. We do have floor plans on the website to help show that and demonstrate that. But we've had our dealers request that. We've had customers request that. So we've come out with some new floor plans to help, fill out the model lineup and suit and fit those needs.
If people are interested in checking any of the stuff out that we're going to talk about today or the other floor plans, where can they go?
Yeah, our website's the best resource for it. So that's core-ice.com. Social media is a great spot too. So Facebook, Instagram, we put a lot of content up there. You can communicate with us that way or sending us an email directly at info@intelli-core.com. But we do have a contact form on the website, so you can respond that way and it sends right to us. So still in the 8019 here, but this shows kind of more of a standard base model. This is what we call a package 52. So a package 52 does not have a water system in it, but it does give you a front closet space that you can put like a self-contained toilet in. You have the 21-inch oven with 3-burner cooktop in here, some front storage, and then basically it's kind of an open floor plan to do what you want. So you do get a larger garage space, you get more space for fishing, more space for different layouts if you want to change some different configurations, but this gets into really more of a tactical fishing experience as we go. So still can be used for camping, more of a dry camping situation, but it does allow for more of a tactical, lightweight ice fishing experience. This trailer weighs in at right around 2,600 pounds, so it's very lightweight. It's just kind of the standard way of where we start. You can see the standard gray cabinetry that you're probably more used to and how we've built in the past, versus now giving the options of the laminate cabinetry. And then this furniture package, again, is what you've seen more traditionally from us. We kind of call it our sportsman package now. Multicolored and a little bit different style versus what you see in the ultra leather upgrade option.
It's awesome. I love how big and open this floor plan is. It may not have all the features and functions and extra storage some of the others do, but it still has a ton, and it's huge in terms of this garage space if you wanted to pull something in here, as well as fishability, usability as storage and whatnot.
And it's kind of
Awesome.
an open canvas, right? I mean, we can add cabinetry to it. You can add cabinetry. We have the core rail system, which I guess we haven't talked much about, but as you get into more of the tactical models here, as we continue on, the core rail comes into more play as you have more of it in the unit. But we have all of our modular accessories, whether it's rattle reels, rod holders, cup holders, tables, shelves, magnets, different storage solutions. We have a lot of things that integrate with our core rail, and then that allows you to add more in this more open layout. So it's like I said, it's more of a modular tactical approach to it, and that's kind of what it's here for. And there's a lot of people that are in that game and want to make it their own. So this is a pretty cool, fun new model that we have. So this is based off of our traditional 6515 chassis, but we call it the Trailhead. And it kind of suits a few different purposes. It's a little bit more extreme on our wheel tire package. So if you're kind of doing some overlanding or wanting to go off-road, travel west with it, you can do that. Has a nice big garage space if you want to put an ATV in it, small UTV, motorcycles, enduros. It comes with a water package and a larger closet space than what you would traditionally get in a 6515. So in the front here, you do get a 2-burner cooktop, but you have a sink and you have fresh water in a gray tank. Comes with a microwave. You have different storage options we can do in here, and again with all the core rail stuff. But it's an extremely lightweight, fairly straightforward model that you can really just do a lot with it. You can set this down on the ground so it still works as an ice fishing model. One thing I guess we haven't really talked about as we've gone through it, you may have noticed in the video that there's a lot of units that don't have the ice holes in them. And we've intentionally done that, leaving them out to allow the user to come in or the consumer to come in and pick their whole layout and configuration, and we can simply add them. One of the biggest advantages we have, again, over the competition is with our panel construction and our floor, we have more space between our frame rails, so we have a lot more flexibility in our hole layouts. So I've seen units in the past where holes might be underneath a couch or really tight to it. You can space it to whatever length you want, whether you have a different rod length or different way you like to fish or set it up, we can do that for you. So yeah, we've started building without holes to give you the ability to do that. It's quick and easy to add, and you can add them yourself down the road if you want to add another one. Very, very easy. Took it out to some overlanding shows and brought back in the ice space, so we've had some good success with it and kind of some different opportunities and avenues, but it opens up a few more doors for usability. And we got the Molly panel in there, which if you're in the overlanding space, it's very common, to attach a bunch of accessories to. We have a Thule roof rack on top here, so that gives you the ability to put a rooftop tent on it. A lot of different accessories and modularity of carrying, canoes or kayaks, bikes, putting a tent up there, awnings. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that. And so this is kind of a crossover kind of model into multiple spaces for more year-round usage. And then here we have our 6515 skid model. So one of the big things that we came to the market with when we first started was a hybrid wheel skid house. So it's patented technology that we developed, gives you the ability to have a trailer that you can load an ATV in. You can tow it to wherever you're going, whatever lake you want to fish. You can drop it down on the ski system and actually tow it with the ATV out on the lake. Now, the big advantages of that are you distribute your weight into a larger area, so you can get out on ice earlier in the season. You can stay out later. It extends the amount of time that you can use the product, which I think is a huge advantage. Getting to use your product that you spent money on as much as you possibly can. And it also, again, is back to that whole tactical part of it. If you're in the wrong spot, you missed the spot you wanted by 10 feet, you can just move it. You don't have to lift the trailer back up and then, do all that effort, move it, and then drop it back down. You simply can fire up the ATV, pull it 10 feet, and away you go. You can back to fishing. So this is, Alex, very similar to what you had last year, same layout, same kind of colors, configuration. The dual 2-person dinette, which turns into a dual bunk in the back, and then the 74-inch wall mount sofa that folds out. Again, you have the 21-inch oven with 3-burner cooktop, microwave, and then front closet space, again, for a self-contained toilet if you want. A lot of core rail in here, some good storage, the ability to, again, use all of our components and accessories. And this one's got a spear hole in it also. We do a lot of spear holes these days. We've done trailers with 2, 3 spear holes in it. So we can work with you to lay out, what location you want that and have that put into. And then finally, kind of down to our smallest model here, the 6511. So this is your traditional ice house frame. So we call it an AT versus an ST. So adventure trailer versus skid trailer. I'm kind of a traditional unit. This is set up with a couple of boat seats in that rear 2-person dinette bunk setup. But this is extremely lightweight, 1,500 pounds. Again, you want early ice, you want late ice, you want to be able to move quickly, be super lightweight. This is kind of the model that you can go with. Gives you good space. I mean, this is a really fun unit. You can move quickly, you can go lots of different places. It's got a 2-burner cooktop in the front, microwave up above it. Again, all Truma furnaces. For a die-hard fisherman, it's a good tool to have for being able to go out and fish when you want, where you want. Early in the season, late in the season, poor ice conditions, you have a better shot at using a comfortable house.
Yeah, this is like the perfect example of super high-end quality ice house, but simple, small, incredibly lightweight, and ready to just take out fishing. This is great. It's awesome. And you can cook, right?
Yep, so yeah, you got your 2-burner
come out here, you can
awesome,
you get your microwave going if you don't want to cook on the stove for your lunch or your dinner. You could sleep in here if you wanted to, for sure.
Yeah, so that kind of walks through majority of our models. There's one model missing from the lineup, the 6519. So very similar to the 6515, just 4 foot longer. And obviously in each size, we have different floor plans, different layouts. So again, the website's a great place to go to see all those options, the differences in specs, features, everything that you can do to them. And then on the website also, like I mentioned before, the customization with what we call the core design studio. You can go in and see all the different colors for the cabinetry, the flooring, the furniture, the different styles, the cabinet knobs that you can choose from. All lives on the website, so you can kind of play with it there even before contacting us or your dealer to kind of get the conversation started. So
it's awesome. Thank you for inviting me out today and checking out these new units.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Super excited for the year, and hopefully we get good ice.
Yeah, totally. Thanks.